Unibet, det enda spelbolag som tar min sport på allvar.
Nadim Kalman here for Kimura.se, standing alongside Ryan Bader, who faces Phil Davis here Saturday night on UFC on Fox 14. Welcome to Sweden, Ryan.
How's it going? First time in Sweden. I'm enjoying it. Got here yesterday. Getting on, keeping on my time schedule, working out late, going to bed late, the whole deal. And I'm excited to fight in front of new fans and, the largest event here in Europe. And look to go out there and put on a show.
So you both have successful collegiate backgrounds in wrestling. Did you guys meet up or have did you wrestle before? Yeah.
Yeah, we wrestled one time in the national tournament. It's where you got to qualify for the national tournament in college, and then it's best of the best. And I met him in one of the quarterfinal matches or something like that. He ended up beating me by a little bit, and so I get to get some revenge here in the MMA world.
So is there a rivalry? I know you went to Arizona State, he was Penn State. Is there a rivalry? All your wrestling buddies are egging you on, beat this guy? Or?
Yeah, no, not really. Wrestlers are always prideful anyways, and if we get to avenge a loss, and definitely it's a cool thing to do. But that was a long time ago, and we're here in the UFC and MMA, so I want to go out there and I want to win this fight, and then so all the past that doesn't really matter, all the wrestling stuff, but it would be nice to avenge that a little bit.
I was watching the Road to the Octagon. You were speaking a little bit about the win streak. One of the reasons was drilling the things you need to do in the fight. Could you elaborate a little bit? What has been the change for you?
Yeah, a lot of it's just been having the right people around me, and tailoring my fighting style to the opponent, and just walking through where in the past we'd concentrate on a lot of sparring and this and that, almost too much. Where now we'll do a ton of drilling and perfect those certain moves and whether it's my striking, jiu-jitsu, or whatever, and so a lot of technique, and I think that's it's transpiring over into the fight. It's just making me more efficient, more technical, and so I think that's coming out to equal more wins, and so I look to continue that in this fight, but hopefully go out there and stop a guy that hasn't been stopped before.
So where has the drilling been done? In which areas in preparation for this fight?
A lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of striking, definitely a lot of striking, and then everywhere in wrestling too, because fighting a fellow wrestler. So a lot of drilling jiu-jitsu, a lot of drilling combos and striking techniques.
Another big reason for the win streak was the family and everything around, having a solid background and everything. How is it being away from them now, traveling all the way to Sweden, and you have young kids and everything? Is it a motivation, or is it hard to be away from them? And
yeah, it's hard to be away. Definitely when the worst part is just leaving. When you're getting on the plane and stuff like that. I FaceTime with them and stuff like that, but it's definitely motivating. I know that I got a thing at the end of the tunnel here with a fight. I do that and go back to the family thing. But now it's all about winning this fight. I got my coaches here. We're all in the same mind frame, and do what I got to do. My wife will come out later this weekend, watch a fight and stuff like that. But this is what it's all about. So the family, like I said, I FaceTime them, see them here and there, but now it's business, and I go out there and win this fight, then I can spend the next couple of weeks doing nothing but hanging out with them.
Of course, we're interested in the main event because we're from Swedish MMA, and it's 205, so I guess you had your eyes on these guys. So, how do you break down the main event, and what are your predictions for it?
I don't have a prediction for a winner. It's going to be a striking contest. They're going to go out there, and if Gus can use his length, I think he'll come out on top. If Anthony can put his hands on him and put that power on him, then I think Anthony wins. I think it's a very, very close fight, and it's going to turn out to be a great striking fight. Good for the fans, and definitely interested. Obviously, these guys both are ranked higher than me in top 5. I think 1 and 3, and so I pay attention to every fight in my weight class, let alone a big title implication fight like this.
So looking at your fight with Phil, the wrestling aspect of the MMA fight, is that something that you there's a pridefulness in that? I want to take this guy down, I want to show him that I'm a better MMA wrestler, or is it just, it's an MMA fight?
It's just an MMA fight, I'm not, in my mind, I'm not saying, hey, I got one takedown on him, he got none or anything like that. It's going out there and beating him in an MMA fight. We're far removed from the wrestling days, and so, now it's about MMA, getting paid finally too, and in wrestling we just did it for the love of it. But it's all about just going out there winning a fight wherever you can. I'm not prideful at all, and I got one takedown, he got 0 or whatnot. I just want to go out there and win.
And looking out at the arena that's behind us, I mean, what are your expectations for a 30,000 seat football stadium on Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I was in Toronto when they had the 70,000 person stadium going on, and it was nuts. So it's going to be a lot of energy in here, and I thrive off that. I fought overseas a ton, different countries, and they always bring a different energy and a lot more energy than, say, like a Vegas that has it all the time. They only get it once a year or something. They're all going to be, every seat's going to be filled. They're going to be loud. They're going to be crazy, and that's what I look forward to.
Are you expecting the Swedish fans to cheer a little bit for Phil because he's a friend of Alex, or are you just going into the matchup not caring?
Yeah, I don't care. For me, just go in there and hopefully have them cheering for me by the end of the fight. Because we put on a great fight. But I've been cheered before. I've been booed before. So for me, it's just going out there, getting my job done, and that's it.
And how do you get the job done on Saturday?
I get the job done by going out there and showing that I'm a new and improved fighter, and go out there and get a stoppage against a guy that hasn't been stopped before. I mean, that would be the ultimate goal. Go out there, either submit him, knock him out, whatever I have to do, and then have the fans by the end of that.
All right, thank you so much Ryan, good luck. Nadim Kalman, Kimura.se.
Unibet, det enda spelbolag som tar min sport på allvar.